Hi and welcome to another weekly instalment of the FIS Oil Market Report. Another volatile week this week. Primarily the news was centred around the issues in the Suez Canal regarding the Ever Given container vessel and the impact that this would have on the market as a whole. As for Brent this week, like I said, it was another volatile week. We saw a huge sell-off on Tuesday. This was met by a bit of a rebound on Wednesday due to some positive information and positive figures coming out of the US in terms of gasoline, an improvement in gasoline demand and an improvement in the refinery utilisation rates. A small dip on Thursday was met by a rebound today of around 2.5%. And I think this volatility is going to be with us for some time as people are uncertain with the impact of lockdowns in Europe and what that's going to have in the wider context of things globally as well. So I'm expecting this volatility to continue. We'll probably be trending within the $60 range. Support and resistance levels will be taken out quite quickly, and we'll have to try and reassess on where that this market is going to be heading in the near term. As for the products, as for fuel oil, we saw a trend over the past couple of weeks of some sell side pressure on the front month spreads. We got down we traded at flat for April, May, Singapore, VLSFO earlier in the week. This has rebounded. I think the effects of the situation in the Suez have been fairly muted up until today. We saw quite a bit of activity first thing this morning. It's a very busy, a very volatile situation in terms of the gas oil market. The gas oil east-west come off quite considerably. This had an impact on the fuel oil gas oil spread, which increased by a couple of dollars, which in turn dragged the VLSFO flat price market up. Certainly in comparison to where Brent is trading, the VLSFO market is now a couple of dollars stronger than where it was prior to the FOGO spread moving. So bunkers have become a touch more expensive. I think that's down to uncertainty, even though we've been told that there are ample supplies in Singapore at the minute. And I don't think the impact is going to be huge. The uncertainty is causing a little bit of movement at the moment. We might see a few hiccups in the physical supply and demand situation sort of in the middle of April in Singapore. But until then, I'm expecting a little bit of volatility on the front month spreads. Like I said, they were increased over $1 today. And we'll have to see how that pans out into early next week, considering that they don't expect to be moving this container vessel until the middle of next week. So the longer that goes on, the bigger an impact it could potentially have, as expected. But the quicker they get that thing moved, then and we can clear out the congestion, I think the quicker we should return back to normal, particularly on the bunker market anyway. Up until then, I wish you a good weekend, and I look forward to catching up with you next week.